Oh, hold on. Don't look at me. Don't look at the scuff. Hold on. Come on. Don't. Stop it. I forgot. Oh well. Oh, don't flicker, game. Don't do it. Thank you for the daily milk! Let me move, the daily milk thing to the bottom of the screen. Hello, hello! There might be some game flickering for some reason. I don't know why. It literally was happening, like... You guys can see it. Fuck! I don't want the game to flicker. Ah! It's gonna make me upset. My favorite game! Don't do this to me. I'm actually gonna take off the chat for this. Restart the Elgato. I don't want to. I don't want to. Okay, fine. I really don't want to run into that risk, so I'm gonna restart it for 1 second. Sorry. Hold on. Pausers. Hold on. Hello! Hi everybody! Welcome! Welcome to Ghost Trek! Don't look. Don't. There we go. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look! Scuff? Scuff? Alright. I don't know if there'll still be any flickering. I hope not. Because I'm gonna be very pissed. Ghost Trek is one of my favorite games. Ever. Ever. So I'm very excited to be able to play this. I did not even expect for there to be any sort of remake or anything like that. Thank you for the headphones. Hello. You know what I mean? Like, it makes me so happy. I opened the game earlier today to make sure everything was running fine and everything. And I couldn't believe that I was even looking at this. Like, even here, I was like, what? What do you mean? So I'm very excited. I will say ahead of time, sorry for anybody in the future. I actually do know what happens in this game. I know generally what the puzzles are in this game. So I have an idea of what I need to do. Maybe later on in the other puzzle, like in the end of the game, I kind of forget. But I do know the beginning and all the puzzles in the beginning. So, but I'm gonna take away, should I take away chat? I feel like I have to for this. I feel like chat needs to be taken away. Move a little bit more up. Hello! But yeah, favorite game, all time. It's super good. I love it. Where's the alert box? 1 minute. Oh, it's up there. Okay, that's not gonna be an issue. Alright. So, let's get into the game! So excited. Chapter 1. 7:02 p.m. I must have been unconscious for a while. My head feels fuzzy. Oh, that's fast. That's fast reading. When it came to, there was a woman standing there. A woman I didn't know. At least, I don't think I know her. Ah, shit. And there was a man with a gun. I don't know him either. Well, probably not anyways. Now, I'm not the kind of guy who can just stand back and watch a poor woman get shot. But I have one little problem. I'm already dead myself. The music is so good! This has gotta be me, no question about that. After all, do you see any other dead bodies lying around here? That's so good. So long, sister. I feel bad for her, sure. What can I do? I'm dead. But just as I was thinking this... There's no time to be lolling around dead. Or lollying? Probably lolling around dead. You're the only one who can save her. Who? Nanny? What the? The whole world just changed on me. Welcome to the ghost world, the land of the dead. A voice in my head? They're in my head! Who are you? No time for introductions. You have to save her. I know you can do it. All you have to do is use your powers. Huh? Me? Save her? How? Take a look at your corpse. Do you see that blue flame? That's your soul. Do you see that bright white spot nearby? That's a core. A core? Just looks like a railway crossing gate to me. Look, the best way to understand is to just try it. First of all, move your soul with the D-pad? Oh, no. Can I move with the the stick? I didn't try. Your soul is crossed to the crossing gate. So what? Now I'm just a crossing gate? Now, use the crossing gate to save the woman. What? But how? In a moment, time will start to flow again normally. That will be your chance. Listen, when the man pulls the trigger, the woman dies, right? So, before that happens, you just have to use your powers to stop it. Hey, wait a second. I still don't know what you're talking about. You'll see. You'll see. Now then, time will start to flow again. Oh, it looks so good! Hold it. Well played. Huh? What just happened? That was one of your powers at work. A ghost trick. I mean that crossing gate move? That's right. You manipulated an object with the power of the dead. A ghost trick. And all you have to do to perform that trick is just press A. Now, then the woman's fate has changed, albeit just a little. Yeah, she still kind of has a gun pointed at her. Yes, it's not very good, is it? But at least now you're starting to figure out how to use your powers. So I enter the ghost trick world with a ghost, possess an object, and then perform a trick with it? Now then you're getting it, let's move on to the next step. Try possessing a different core. Oh, I can, thank god. Okay, can't reach this one because we have an actual line. Guitar. I see. A guitar then. Is it? Hey, what do you want from me? I would have preferred that giant wrecking ball. That would solve the problem real quick, I bet. But I guess I can't reach the cores, they're too far away. Well, I guess we'll have to see what you can do with that guitar. Let's set a time in motion again to find out. Let me try that again. So long, sister. Bling! Who's there? Hold it! It's gotta be some way. It's gonna be some of the slowest running away I've ever seen. Looks like I'm gonna have to come up with something more. Let's see. What core is close enough to possess from here? I guess all there is me. No time to be picky. I've got that woman to save. I like your attitude. It's admirable. Truly. But what? If I can manipulate objects, then I ought to be able to manipulate my own corpse, right? Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you just try it and see? Go ahead and possess your corpse. Alright, we'll set time in motion. Alright, go press X. Or press A! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What do you mean? Huh? Nothing's happening. Exactly. Sad, but true, I'm afraid. You can only manipulate non-living things. Corpses, even though they aren't fully alive anymore, aren't really ordinary things. Gotta be kidding! Wait, what about the woman? What's happening to her? Let's take a look, shall we? If you want to take a look around, you can move the screen. Move the screen? It's easy. Here, just give it a try. Oh, okay, I can't use the other directional pad. Oh, I can! Okay, it's the same. Thank god. Well, sister, this is it. Two things are looking pretty dim right now. My eyesight and your future. No! Don't show this to Salem. It looks so fluid. How's the audio, by the way? Like, music to my voice. I tested it out earlier, but I want to make sure. I could make it louder. The game, rather, not me. Pretty good? Okay, good. Yellow. It's done. I'm on my way. Okay. Bye. In the end, it looks like fate remained unchanged. So what good are these ghost tricks of mine? But just as I was thinking this... Heyo! Hello there. How are you feeling? Not very well, I imagine. Terrible tragedy what happened tonight. Ah, ignoring me, are you? It's a little too early for you to be so stiff and cold, I'd say. Huh, so it was you. You were that voice in my head, right? Well, I wouldn't say voice, exactly. They don't have voices, you see. It's more of like my thoughts were being beamed directly into your mind. That's another little trick these ghosts can do. Looks like my ghost tricks didn't do much good. She still ended up just as dead as before. That's true. For now. For now. I still have one more to teach you about these powers of the dead. Your ghost tricks. Who exactly are you, anyway? Before I answer that... hey, Kozer. Hey, Jake. Welcome. I think I'm gonna disable the daily myths for now. Just because I don't like that it's blocking the screen a little bit. They'll still be available, you just guys won't be able to see it on screen. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna move myself a little bit as well. Okay. What? Unfollowed? Stop it. So we have to hide our milk addiction. You guys can you guys can still redeem it. It's just it won't be on screen. Before I answer that, I think we should save this young lady. But you did. Isn't it a shame to see such a pretty young woman lying there, like a discarded piece of trash? What can I do? She's already dead. Time for more ghost lessons for you, my friend. First of all, I'll have you possess me. Possess you, eh? Once you've done that, I'll tell you about another one of your powers. Why am I so determined to save this woman? After all, it's not like I know her. I guess I'll just take the dust lamp up on his invitation anyway. My reason is twofold. Number one, I'm not the type to leave a woman lying around, discarded like trash. And number two, I don't have anything else to do at this point. Might as well. Trick time! That thought bubble you just pressed, those are your thoughts, to hear what you're saying on yourself in your head. My thoughts, eh? So the dead don't have voices. And what I think is being communicated directly to one another. So these thought bubbles are sort of a stand-in. I think I'm starting to get it. I think so too. Just remember that you can always keep an eye out for- you should always keep an eye out for thought bubbles. Alright, good idea. It's like, hints occasionally, so not always, but you know. I just might get some important clues from them, see? Now then, in order to possess me, you'll have to enter the ghost world, and L is your ticket in. Best thing to do is to try. L, eh? Guess I'll press it. Ba-doop. Come here. Eh. I have to go the long way around, you fuck. By the way, you've taken a look at the middle of your screen. What about it? It tells you the trick you can perform with the object you're currently possessing. The information is there for you to check it out whenever you need it. on Overwatch, are we, Jake? So in the case of this folding cot, it looks like I can unfold it. And to perform the trick of the object you're possessing, you have to return first to the land of the living. Oh, okay. This time, B is your ticket out of the ghost world. Well, good luck. We're counting on you. Eh? Who's we? Ba-doom! Oops. That's not what I wanted. Ba-doom! Hello. Konbanwa. Hello. Hi, hi, hi. That's funny. What is? It's different. My corpse and her corpse. There's definitely something different between the two. There's something emanating from my corpse. That's because you're special. What's that supposed to mean? Not everybody who dies gets special powers, you know. So these waves are because of my powers of the dead, eh? Anyway. Congratulations, you passed. Well, what do you know? What prize do I get? A new power. What else? Another one? Now let's review. You can possess items and manipulate them, right? Now what do you suppose will happen if you possess a corpse? Nothing, because you already tried that, remember? Nothing happened at all. True, you don't have the ability to manipulate a corpse. However, there is something else you can do. Oh yeah? What's that? What did you try and see? Oh god, I love this game. Holy shit. What's this? Can you hear me? Wait a minute. What's going on here? Looks like she's unconscious, poor thing. Unconscious? But she's dead. Yes, but think back. Remember when you died? When you came to your senses, you'd been unconscious too. Unconscious, eh? Come to think of it, the desk lamp is right. When I came to, I was already dead. Let's leave her like this for now. And while she's resting, we can save her life. Oh sure, you make it sound so easy. And it is easy. When you use your powers on a corpse, you can go back to the past, to the time 4 minutes before that person's death. Are you serious? Back through time? That's right, but there's a catch. It only works on new corpses that have been dead for less than 1 day. And she's still well within that limit. You might want to give it a try before it's too late. But this is crazy! None of this makes any sense. We're talking about the powers of the dead here. It doesn't have to make sense. Now then, let's go, shall we? To the time 4 minutes before this woman was murdered. Hey, wait a second. I still don't know what you're talking about. You'll see. You'll see. Rewind time! It's rewind time! Oh shit. 4 minutes before death. And so now we're going back in time to witness this woman's last 4 minutes alive. Not as a fuzzy, distant memory of the past, but as a very real, living present. 401. Hey yo, it's rewind time! Wake up! You okay? What happened to you? Oh no, he's dead. Who are you? Uh-oh. Here's my business card right here, sister. My little golden friend. You did this. You killed him, didn't you? Instead of playing whodunit right now, you ought to be more concerned about your own fate. Who are you? Some sort of hitman? What do you want with me? They said we had to rub off all the last traces of Tesmic left in the country. Tesmic? What in the world is that? Beats me. I just do what I'm told. All I know is you've got nowhere else to run to. Time to die, sister. As long as that bad boy wrecking ball stays right up where it belongs. Look, all I want to know is, who are you? You don't know me and I don't know you. This is just business. So long, sister. That was us. Hold it. Who's there? Hold it. Shotgun. Kind of a flashy weapon for a hitman, don't you think? Not flashy, just thorough. They call me nearsighted Geo, but I never let my prey get away. Ever thought about just buying a pair of glasses? Well, sister, this is it. Two things are looking dim right now. My eyesight and your future. Bam. That's how she died. Patooey. And there you have it. The last 4 minutes of her life. No. It's kind of ironic when you think about it. A woman toyed with by fate and a man toyed with by a ghost. But she still died. Yes, and you can change that with your ghost tricks. Papa Joe, hello! Just like you did for 4 minutes ago. Possess and manipulate, eh? Ghost, and then trick. And you can rewind those 4 minutes as many times as you'd like. Now then, are you ready? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it! Alright. There was her body. So this is 4 minutes ago. The fucking music! Hell yeah. Fine, I get that. But what am I doing way down here? That's just how it works. Her corpse was your gateway to the past, after all. Her gateway, not getaway. So naturally, your starting point is where her corpse was. And this is where she died. Okay, I get it now. Hop in then. Let's go! Oh, thank you. There are only 4 minutes left before she dies. You'd better try and get her as fast as you can. There's no time to lose. Who are you? Oh shit. Don't die on me, pretty lady. The last seconds of her own life are counting down. Looks like I better get up there fast. That's right. Have a look at the right side of the screen. The right side, eh? The sand on the top of that timer is how much time she has left. Get to her quickly before the sand is gone. Up you go then. It's gonna be a little tricky trying to remember how to do this correctly. I wonder if I'll get it the first try. I think I will. Some sort of hitman. What do you want with me? Rub out all traces of Tessmac within the country. What is that? Uh-oh, her time's running out. Yeah, so let me get back to her. Eh. Oops, not what I wanted. This one. Easy! Let's go. So long, sister. Just a few more steps. Hoping to make it in time. Oh shit, okay, I can't do both at once. Or maybe- oh, that was the top of the screen, never mind. I thought I could move more. I'm here! Oof! Hold it! Who's there? Hold it! There isn't much time left. It's coming down to a battle of seconds. Bling bling! Damn it, what's going on here? Nearsighted Geo never misses. As long as the target is in with point-blank range. Did she leave? Looks like you made it just in time. Just barely. Yep, she's still alive. And in that split second, hope was born. Just now, her fate was changed, albeit ever so slightly. Fate changed! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The bridge is up. Yeah. Whee! Spin. You hear something? Nope. Whee! Go, 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 go! Yeah! Fucking got squished. I saved you. How does it feel to save a lady's life? So, the danger's gone? Yep. Looks like the danger, Mr. Danger, in fact, rolled away somewhere. You used your powers to avert that woman's fate. So I did all that, huh? You most certainly did. I knew you could do it. Fate changed. So I lost my life tonight and saved somebody else's. Raining. When I came back to the present, it was raining. Oh, yeah. I had saved the life of the stranger, now sitting floridly in the rain. Even as the story of my life on this planet comes to an end. Poor lady, get her umbrella. A stranger. That word strikes a chord, and a terrible truth begins to dawn on me. I don't recall a thing. Who am I? What is this place? And most of all, why was I killed? Your story isn't over yet. Who exactly are you, anyway? Just call me Ray. As in, Ray in the light of the darkness. Ray, huh? So you aren't going to tell me your real name, I take it. You haven't told me your name either, actually. I can't remember. Yes, I guess the memories of the newly departed tend to get a bit confused. Some of us get our memories back, others never do. But if you ask me, does it really matter? After all, there's only one path left for the dead. And that is to disappear. Disappear? When the sun rises in the morning, I'm afraid you're going to cease to exist. What? Tomorrow morning? Wait a minute. These powers of the dead. Yes? I'd like to use them to save somebody else's life. And whose life might that be? Do you have to ask? Mine, of course. Ah. I see. But think about it this way. If we could use ghost tricks to save ourselves, wouldn't I have tried to save myself as well? I mean, look at me. I'm a desk lamp. Why a desk lamp, anyways? I'm not really sure myself, to be honest. But in any case, it seems we are unable to use our powers on our own corpses. You're kidding. They'll only exist in this world until tomorrow morning. I'm afraid that fact cannot be changed. So there really is no escaping my own death. My queen! Hello, Ashley. In the morning, I'm going to cease to exist. Apparently, there's nothing I can do to change that. But at the same time, I still want to know. I want to know my story. The lost story of my fate, right up until the moment of my death. And until I learn that, you won't be able to rest in peace, right? Very well. I understand how you feel. You want to go and learn the truth about your death. As well you should. I will. Let's see. How should I go about doing that, I wonder? Can't even imagine what the first step would be. The first step? That's easy. Just start with her. Achoo. The person who witnessed your death. She should have some important clues, don't you think? Hey, you're right. Not only that, she might even know who I am. Yes, I'd say there's a pretty good possibility of that. What was I doing here tonight, in a place like this? That woman probably knows the answer. That's right. Never forget that. She's the key to everything tonight. The key to everything? What do you mean? You'll know soon enough, when you regain your memory. Yeah, I'm like a blank sheet of paper right now. Should probably keep some sort of record of everything I learned tonight. It's a very good idea. Press ZL to view a record of what you've learned, and be sure to check it every now and again. Memories aren't always the most reliable things, after all. The phone book. Alright then, I wish you good luck. Trick time! Let me shimmy. Oops. Fuck. Shimmy, shimmy. Oh. Oh, wait. This. Yeah, shimmy, shimmy. There you go. Just for you. What in the world just happened? The crane moved all by itself, and that big iron ball fell on itself. It started raining all by itself, and the umbrella came down, and... Oh my goodness. Don't tell me I have psychokinetic powers! Oh goodness. Hi, cartoon! Kitty! Hi, kitty! Bye, kitty. But seriously, what in the world just happened? What's this? What is it? Some kind of note? Did I write this note? Maybe I should give it a read. So you don't remember writing it, eh? No, I don't remember writing in it. But even more importantly, the phone. Oh shit! I didn't get a chance to read the note. Not to interrupt your train of thought, but I wonder if you've realized where this telephone call is coming from? Huh? Why'd I know that? Think back. Before you helped her avert your fate, didn't a telephone call come from around this time too? Oh yeah! Oh shit, it's the bad guys. It is done. I should have given like a Russian accent. It is done. That telephone call. Exactly. In other words, at this very moment at the other line of the telephone is the culprit who ordered your murder. What? I recommend you possess the telephone. Once you've done that, I'll tell you about another one of your ghost tricks. And when I saw him, right there, on the other end of the line, I saw the face of the man who ordered me dead. Is it done? Speak up, man. Did you get her? Who is this? Yes. 1,000 pardons, my dear lady. I must have dialed the wrong number. Shit. So that's him, eh? The man who stole my life. That's right. So what do you think? Would you like to go see him? You better believe I would. Then you would do well to listen to me. We ghosts exist by possessing inanimate objects. However, there is one way you can move from place to place over great distances. And that would be, the dead can jump from point A to point B by moving over phone lines. Say what? I've done all I can do to help you. You have to do the rest yourself. You're not coming with me? I'm afraid not. My powers have grown weak. I've already used up most of my remaining strength just to get here tonight. But I had to come and ask for your help. My help? Many mysterious things will happen in this town tonight. I'm trusting you'll get to the bottom of them and find out the truth. You're the only one who can do it. I want you to use your powers of the dead to find the truth. I'm grateful for everything you've done, but I can't promise I'll help. Tomorrow morning, I'll cease to exist. That doesn't give me a whole lot of time. I need to pursue my own mystery, to find out the truth about myself. That's more than enough. Huh? If you succeed in doing that, you'll have done what I asked anyway. The two are one and the same. One and the same. This desk lamp glows a whole lot more than he's telling me. Now then. From that call a moment ago, you now have the culprit's telephone number. The rest is all up to you. Huh? The junk card. And that one. It looks so much more 3D. Oh my god. And so the story of the search for myself begins. A story that will last for one night only. Tomorrow morning I'll cease to exist. And I'm surprisingly okay with this fact. I have to find the answers before the sun comes up. Why was I killed? And what exactly is going to happen in this town tonight? A lot. A lot. Holy shit, we get the illustration. I can't wait to look at like all of these. So good. Chapter 2, 7:31 p.m. God, I love this game. I don't know how long I'll play for. I really don't. I want to play it for like until 12, so in like 3-ish hours. It's already been 30 minutes. Jesus Christ. At the end of the phone line is the very man who had me killed. Our meeting. It's also sudden. I'm not sure if I'm really prepared for what's to come. Yes. What I read in the file is true. This woman could be quite a benevolent bit of trouble for us. She needs to be erased tonight. Confounded. Confound that nearsighted Geo. His skills are feeble as his eyesight. As feeble as his eyesight. I gotta drink water. Blech. I'm gonna be doing a lot of reading. Shit ton of reading. I might have to grab more water eventually tonight. Maybe. Not to worry, sir. I've already taken the next step, sir. Beep boop beep boop boop boop. Boop. Yes. But I'd say the last thing I ever expected was to talk to the target herself. Even if it was only over the telephone. I must admit, my good man, it put me in quite the tizzy there for a moment. What is this place? These oddly luxurious furnishings. This oddly refined music. And that little odd machine. I've never seen a room like this before. But one thing's for sure. These people are assassins. And what's more, that red-headed woman is another one of their targets. That file the old man has. Maybe it'll give me some sort of information on my redhead. Yeah. Check time. Give me that. Ah, shit. Yes. How much longer, my good man? Recharging for backup power now, sir. The process should be complete within 30 minutes. Yes. Confound that Geo, I'd say. Every year this reliable range gets shorter and shorter. He'll get colon in his next pay envelope. I confound it. Or might I suggest glasses in this envelope, sir? Open! It seems that this file contains information about the redhead, but I can't read it when it's closed. Ah, yeah. Great Scott, did you see that? The file, I say. The file reared up and snapped at me, good man. Nearly bit my head off. Not to worry, sir. I've already seen to it that the target, Miss Lynn, is no longer a threat, sir. Bah! That's not what I'm talking about, man. Lynn, huh? That's her name, is it? This file. It's like it's written in a foreign language at all. Can't read it. I said that wrong. Don't look at me. Might I suggest putting away the file and relaxing, sir? Beep boop beep boop beep boop. Yo? You have a very important job ahead of you tonight, sir. I love the grapes. I loved, as a kid, watching the grapes fall back, like another one falls back into place. So good. I can't reach it. Oh, I can! Eh. Eh! Darn. This is a pickle. That phone. The phone and I got put away neatly. The only thing I've learned is the name Lynn. It sure is a weird room. I traveled through the phone line to get here, but where exactly is here? And who exactly are these people? God, man, are you trying to give me the case of the vapors? My apologies, sir, but I did not touch it, sir. It appears the equipment is still malfunctioning, sir. Bah! Granted, technology is certainly a convenient thing. But our use of it is just plain off, confound it. Yes. In any case. I don't wish to see the face of our current target, my good man. As you wish, sir. In that case, might I suggest this? Ah, shit. Hey, that's... yes. Cecil. If all goes well with our deal tonight, we'll have the power to change the world, sir. Yes. Very important night indeed, my good man. Can't afford to make mistakes. That's why we can't afford to trust that sizzle. No, we must be very careful. Sizzle. That must be my name. Now that I hear it, it does sound familiar. A deal, eh? Could this be about... Just what exactly was I up to, I wonder? We are completely prepared for tonight, sir. Yes. Now all we have to do is pluck the fruit of success. One thing's clear. These villains seem to know me. And another thing. There seems to be some kind of connection between me and this Lynn. Why else would our names both come up here like this? I think I have to do this again. Oh, that's right. We have to be on this. Where's your head, man? I told you I don't wish to see this face. My apologies, sir. Seems to be another malfunction, sir. Get it fixed then. Useless. You want to see me malfunction? Certainly, sir. I like this game so far. It is so good. We're like getting on the surface of this. The very surface. The bare bones. These guys murdered me. And now they're targeting the redhead? What kind of connection do we have with each other? I forget what exactly my objective is. I could go back to the painting, or yeah. Ah! Oh yeah. Poor fruit! It's a miserable state of affairs when I can't even get and I can even be startled by a telephone that doesn't even ring. Egad! Heyo! Heyo? It's even more pathetic to be startled by the same telephone twice. Bah! The problem must be solved, sir. The Miss Lynn problem, sir. What? Lynn? Yes. You did mention taking the next step a moment ago, didn't you, my good man? Yes, sir. I sent one step ahead Tango to her apartment, sir. That telephone call must be him reporting in, sir. Very good, very good. Lynn is in danger again. This is one step ahead Tango. I'm at the target's apartment now. And? Out with it, man. Have you taken care of her? No, she isn't back yet. What? It only stands to reason. If the target got here first, they wouldn't call me one step ahead, now would they? I don't get it. But in any case, once you've taken care of her, then you'll promote me to the head of the Hitman division? Bah! No, man. You're giving me- you're even getting one step ahead of me. We can discuss my new salary later. Great Scott, not even getting one step ahead of your last one step ahead. I'll get back to my job now, sir. Confound it. You're even hanging up one step ahead. Trace complete. What did he say, sir? He asked me to raise his salary. What will you do, sir? Maybe I'll give him some sort of nearsighted, some of nearsighted Gio's pay. Lynn. Can't lose her. She's my only lead if I ever hope to solve this mystery. Alright, well. Yeah. Goodbye. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The telephone line guided me to Lynn's apartment. Fortunately, Lynn isn't here yet, but unfortunately, the hitman is. And there's a couple of other unfortunate little developments waiting for me, it seems. It looks like there's an unlucky little lady here tonight. And an even unluckier little doggy. Oh, the poor brave little warrior. He must have been trying to defend his mistress. If Flynn came home now, I'll have to do something about the situation, and fast. The puppo! No! Huh? Where am I? More to the point, who am I? Who am I? Are you talking to me? Of course! Do you see anybody else around here? Remember, right? The dead don't have voices. Their thoughts reach the other person directly. I guess that explains why this dog is talking to me right now. This is your mistress's apartment, and you are, presumably, the little doggy who died here. Died? So I'm dead, huh? Let's see. The dead even lose their memories. The dead lose their memories. They even forget what they look like. So that is what this little blue flame shape is all about. Oh! There's no time to lose! Miss Camila! My Miss Camila is in trouble. I mean, you remember. You know who you are? That's right. I'm Missile. Nice to meet ya. I'm a Pomeranian. Well, I guess now it's possible for the dead to regain their memories. Thanks to this little doggy. Miss Camila! Miss Camila! My Miss Camila is in trouble, and I've added about my life to protecting her. But I died before I could rescue her. How can you live down like this? So you're more worried about your mistress's safety than your own death, eh? I like your moxie, little doggy. Looks like it's time to go back for 4 minutes before this little guy's death. Time to save his life. Save the little puppy! Little Paco! Alright. Let's see. First of all, I better find out what I can do about your death, little guy. Excuse me, but where exactly are we? Huh? You followed me? I followed you. You brought me with you. What? One or the other. One or the other. It looks like the dead can move around together. This is the land of 4 minutes before your death. Really? We're really here? So that means you're gonna save Miss Camila, doesn't it? Aren't you even surprised? I mean, we just traveled through time and... Not especially. I mean, Miss Camila and I walk around with 2 legs, but I can't do that. So if she can do that, then it's not so strange that you can walk backwards through time! So that's the way your mind works, eh? I guess that's reasonable enough. Come on, let's get started. Okay, first, we'll watch the last 4 minutes of your life unfold. Then we'll use what we learned to save Miss Camila. Just like when I saved Lynn at the junkyard. If you can watch closely, we ought to be able to get a few leads if you keep your eyes open. Of course! Leave it to me to sniff out a few clues. Is there a hamster in the game? Is there? Yippee! You found the remote! Yip. I don't think so. I don't think there's a hamster. MILF alert! No, Missile. You're not supposed to bark. The lady next door is crabbier than ever tonight. If it barks again, I'll knock this wall down. You don't want her to knock the wall down, do you, boy? Why do you like to bark so much anyway? You sure are cute, but just don't get us killed, okay? Darn, I really wanted to watch TV too. Hey, I know. I'll listen to music. Oops! Oh! Ah! Got it. That's close. I'm in the mood for donuts tonight. Donuts! I want a donut. Oh. Rat! Rat! I'll knock this wall down. Bye, rat. Oh. Hello. Oh. I don't really like it when jobs outside the original scope. Scoop? Scope? Scope. Crap up. I'll have to put it down as a separate charge. Accounting never likes that. But I guess it can't be helped. Sorry, kid.
Blech.
So that's the whole dramatic story of what happened 4 minutes before you died. Wow, look at that. I'm dead. Kinda shocked to tell you the truth.
Okay, let's get started on saving her.
Let's see. How are we gonna do this? Seems like the easiest way for you to get... for you to take... it would be easiest for you to take a big bite out of that man's leg.
Oh, I don't think I could do that. Whenever somebody's I don't know comes around, all I want to say to them is, "Welcome!" Can't help it.
Alright, well, I guess the only thing we can do is get the little lady to help herself somehow.
Oh, I don't think she could do that. Did you see those red things on her head?
Red things? Oh, you mean the headphones?
Whenever she puts those on, that's it. I can call her name until my throat is sore. She never hears me. To be perfectly honest, I hate those red things.
You're right. With those headphones on, our little lady doesn't even seem to hear the sound of the intruder's gun. Or the... is it gun? I think so, yeah. So maybe that's our first lead. And I have to do something about that. Alright. Took time. I think I just wait. For now. Well, can't really change the little lady's fate by standing around and watching. The intruder in black will be entering this room in just 4 short minutes. My ghost trick can only get me so far. The first step to do that is get rid of anything that might be in the way. And go back. Keep that mud up.
No, Missile. Not supposed to bark.
The lid next door is even crabbier than tonight. I think we literally have to wait for her to get the headphones. And then I like knock it down with the umbrella. Come on. Boop. Broken.
Oh no!
Darn. How did I manage to do that? I just bought those headphones too.
How about if we tell her you did it, Missile?
Darn. Now I can't even listen to music either. I think the gods are playing tricks on me tonight. Forgive me, Miss Camila. I'm only doing it to save you. So what? Now you think you're one of the gods, eh?
Huh? No. No, never mind that.
The important thing is, we managed to change the situation. That's true. At least now we can use those little lady's ears to help us. Got more time. Okay, this might be a little bit trickier. I don't exactly remember the steps I needed to do for this. Whee! Gone. Where'd the donuts go? No! Oh, okay. She just moved spots.
Watch.
I know I have to do something over here, but I don't think it's time. There we go. What do I do? No? Really? I thought this fell down. Hold on. Spin! Spin, darn you. There you go. I need that for sure. Something just fell, and quite dramatically too. It was a wooden box. Kind of heavy, I wonder. What was it doing there?
I'm just glad I didn't fall on Miss Camilla's head.
Me too. We don't need to add the number run of ghosts around here. You didn't see it? Hello? What exactly are you barking about anyway?
Well, just look at it. It's all sparkly and glittery and kind of turns around and around. Besides, it plays that exciting music. What else can I do but bark?
The dog in the fucking game right now is just staring at me. Why is he looking at me like that? Tell me this then. Exactly what are you thinking about when you bark like that?
Well, let's see.
That time there? If I had to put my feelings into words, I'd say they were welcome.
I guess that about sums it up.
I guess it's the feeling I guess it's the kind of feeling I'll never quite understand. Okay. I can't reach that. Hold on. Can I reach? Oh, I can! Okay. Oh. Thank you for gifting us a B! Thank you! Can I... Hold on. No? Okay. I thought I could quickly run. I forget what I have to do. Oh right, I can. I just wanted to push this button to see what it does, but I guess it's this one. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. I get it. I get ya. Still, if you bark like that, that makes the lady in the next door start howling. If you keep this up, that wall is gonna come down on our heads before we know it. But you'll protect me if anything bad happens, right, Missile? Of course I will! It's quite the big promise for a little fellow. The poor little guy is up against some formidable opponents. That man in black and the woman in purple. Why do you always give your mistress so much trouble?
Yes, I'm truly embarrassed by my own behavior. But when that little guy starts squeaking, it gets me all in an uproar. And when I bark, Miss Camilla always comes over and gives me a nice little hug.
I might have to take advantage of that little piece of information.
Huh? How?
Whenever the donut falls, the rat shows up to check it out. And then you go bark at the rat. And then our little lady comes to quiet you down.
Yes, that's just the way things work, I'm afraid.
So in other words, the donut can be the bait that will lead the little lady to where you want her. Okay. I think I literally do have to wait. Oh, the donut is gone. Can't make a donut fall. What do I do now with the donut? This cookie guy won't come and I won't bark. Only one. Okay. I gotta restart it then.
Shit.
Okay, okay, okay. I know I do have to um, get that ball to where it was and the box. So I'll do that quickly again because I know those are important. Get me up there. I thought the painting was important too. I think maybe it comes in later? Maybe? Okay, okay. Let's turn this on. Yeah. I'm wondering if I should leave the ball there. I think I have to throw it right now. I think? No. No, I'm waiting. Because she has to see the ball fly, I think. For her to get it and then go under the couch, I believe. Where'd the donuts go? I'm gonna wait because oh, sorry. Because I actually forget what exactly I have to do. Seems like such a long time to be waiting though. Oh, okay. Oh. Hold on. What else can I trick on? Can I trick on the lamp? No. I don't know if I really don't think I should swing this. I think that's a mistake I don't do. Until later. I could try ringing this again for now. I thought she would see the box, because she didn't see it before. Cutest baby moose was in your yard? Yo? Little baby. I think I do wait. Whee! I hate waiting though, because it feels like it's wrong. It's funny. What's wrong? This telephone doesn't seem to be working right now. Usually the phone line glows red, but this time it's dark now. Looks like we can't use the telephone lines in the 4 minutes before death world. So worried. I don't think this is right. Will she see it if I kick the ball? From here? I'll try. Fuck. I'll be quick before she notices the donut's gone. Please. Aw, you bitch. Oh, you sent that thing flying. I like to tidy up. I like to tidy up by shoving ice toys under the sofa. Hey, how come you're looking at me when you say that? Hey, wait a minute. Ah, I had to be given the prompt. Under the sofa, eh? That might be a spot a hitman wouldn't look. Come to think of it, Miss Camilla climbs under the sofa all the time, trying to catch me. You're a naughty little doggy, aren't you? So then, my new plan is to hide the little lady under the sofa. The only problem is, how do I lead her under there? Oh shit. Oh shit. Missile, no! Donut! Rat, come out, please! That's how I do it, I think. Yeah, the rat comes from over here. Oh shit, can I do it in time? I don't think so. Ah, yeah! Yeah! Did I do it? Holy shit. I think I did it. Holy fuck. Well, the ball's under there. What are you doing under here, silly boy? Aw, my little missile. You're always doing the cutest things. Holy shit, I did it. I thought I was gonna fail. Nobody's here, eh? My prey is bound to come home sometime. Might as well make myself comfortable in the meanwhile. Donuts. There! My little lady's fate has been averted. It has? The poor thing is still curled up in a ball and shaking with fear. Well, yeah, that's true. But that's not so bad. In the scheme of things, I'd say she's just fine. And look, you're not dead. Oh, you're right. We did it. We did it, didn't we? We did it! Well, to be precise, you're the one who did it. Huh? Me? I saved Miss Camilla? Yep. You're the one who let her under the sofa, right? You protected your mistress. I can attest to that. Oh. Oh, thank you. Can I ask a question? Sure, what is it? What exactly are those strange powers of yours? Oh, you mean my ghost tricks? Apparently, they're the power to manipulate inanimate objects. If they're ghost tricks, then I can do them too, right? I'm dead, after all. I guess? That's how it goes, right? I've been staring at those donuts as hard as I could for a long time now. They won't budge for me. Why do you suppose that is? I don't really know. I guess you just don't have that power. Well, I have one thing to say to that. That's not fair. Sorry. But I guess not everybody who dies gets the powers of the dead. So what's gonna happen now? Nothing really. Your death has been erased. So I'll just go back to being a happy little doggy, living your everyday life. So I guess this means goodbye. But we meet again sometime, right? Yeah, maybe. If you die again. What you did for me tonight. I'll never forget it. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if I picked up, but I'm gonna pretend to get to well, I guess you better be getting back to the present. Time to see what happens in our next story. We did it. Saved the fucking dog. And now a new present is born. The little lady is still curled up in a ball and shaking with fear. And the little doggy is wagging his tail happily. So what am I gonna do now? I think I'll wait for a while and see what happens. What? Or what? Still the junkyard. Alright, I got it. I'm on my way. I guess my prey likes to play hide and seek. She hasn't had enough of that junkyard yet, apparently. Can't let nearsighted Geo beat me out on this one. I better hurry. Hey, hey. Open the door. Ba-da, ba-da. What was that all about? You saved me, didn't you, Missile? I just know you did. Maybe I shouldn't answer it. Lynn! Oh, shit. Oh, wait, no. Okay, we're good. Yo, Missile? There's a little doggy all curled up on the floor, dreaming of the life he worked so hard to get back for him. That's fine, but what's up with the core? That it can't possess living creatures. That's one of the rules Mr. Deathlamp taught me. So what would a living and breathing donkey be doing with the core? I better try possessing him and see. Oh, it's you! It's you! It's, come to think of it, I never even asked your name. I guess it's good we ran into each other again then. It's a good chance for us to reintroduce ourselves to each other. You mean you forgot my name already? After everything we shared, the drama, the tearful goodbye, I'm Missile! But you know, it's strange. I wonder why you remember me, now that you're alive again. Do you remember your time of being dead? Of course, all of it! Okay, let me get this straight. The memory of being dead doesn't disappear, and the dead I meet in the ghost world develop a core when they return to the land of the living. And if I possess that core, I can talk to that person. It looks that way, yes? So Missile's alive, but also dead. But alive. Camila, thank goodness you're okay. I don't know if I'm okay, exactly. You won't believe what just happened. Listen to me. Gotta get out of there now. What about dinner? I was thinking about spaghetti tonight. I won't be back in there for a while, and you might be in danger too if you stay there too. But I already was in danger, just a little while ago. Meet me at the restaurant. The Chicken Kitchen! On Dead End Drive. Dead End Drive? I don't know. It's pretty far. Just hurry, okay? Oh, and one more thing. Bring the music box with you, okay? Music box? I love music boxes. Is it a present for me? I'm sorry, but it doesn't play. Can't even get the lid open. But you can't very well call it a music box, then, can you? Just more like a box. Just bring it, okay? It's kind of big, it's made out of wood. Okay, well, where is it? I kinda hid it in that room you're in. Excuse me. Eek! Lynn! Damn. Oh, not again. Darn. Now I've dropped the phone in there too. How about we tell it you did it, Missile? But I sure hope Lynn's alright. I better get going. I know right where Dead End Drive is. But I never saw any music box lying around here. Where am I supposed to find it? Do you know where it is, Missile? Help me look, okay? I found it already. Because I'm just a gamer. This is it! The music box! Yippee! I'll leave the remote here. But don't you touch it, Missile. The TV comes on, you'll start barking. I'd hate to find you flat underneath that wall when I came home. Okay, I'm leaving now, Missile. I have to help Lynn. She's like a sister to me, you know? You be good while I'm away. And no barking. Funk chew, funk chew. Still no peace for the little lady, and the redhead Lynn is facing a new crisis now as well. Meanwhile, I'm in a bit of a pickle my own. With the receiver at the bottom of the end of the fish tank, I find myself still trapped in this apartment. Too bad I can't just curl up and go to sleep with my tail wagging too. Because there's something else I must do. The question is, how do I go about getting out of here? Chapter 2 done. I forget how many chapters are in this game, but I think it's definitely in the double digits. I don't know what though. Once again, Lynn is in danger, and I think she knows it too. I sincerely doubt she'll be coming back to this apartment tonight. She and I are connected to each other somehow. She's my only lead, and I can't lose her. I have to get to her, and fast. With the telephone in this apartment being out of service, my only hope is to escape and find another telephone. No Mr. Desk Lamp here. My only friend I have to talk to is that nice little doggy curled up on the floor. Oh, hello. What's up? I was wondering if you could help me. I'll certainly try. The only thing I'm really good at, though, is barking. There's really not much else. I think you might be right here. But I'm really, really good at barking. Miss Lynn comes chasing after me with a broom, and the lady next door kicks down the wall, and I have quite a bit of an influence around these parts. Okay, well this makes you bark. I'll knock this wall down. Oh, there's a phone there. If you keep that racket up, I'll bring down this I'll bring this whole dilapidated, holy shit, building down on you. I can't read. Don't look at me. Did you hear what I just heard? You mean the lady next door's angry howl? No, forget that. It was the sound of a telephone ringing, coming from the apartment next door. Oh, I get it. You're thinking about borrowing her telephone, aren't you? But how are we gonna do that without breaking the wall down? Well, the lady next door is kindly offering to do it for us. Yes, but she's mostly hoping to crush me underneath it. Right now I need a little bit more racket, not less. Okay. Don't think I should turn it off. Besides, I really want to see that woman will keep her promise. Is there anything else I can spur the little doggy a little bit more? Yeah, the fucking TV! Oh. Oh, two things to bark at. Oh shit, she got a bottle. Holy fuck! Oh! told you, didn't I? I told you I'd knock the wall down on you. Holy shit, Missile. You good? So this is what it feels like to have a wall knocked down on you, huh? Feels like she knocked you out through the wall, really. Still alive, aren't I? You are. But the TV and the star ornament aren't. I'll never bark again. Not as long as I live. But wait a minute. It looks like the commotion wasn't all for naught. Huh? Your barking made her create a path for me.
It did? But the wall is still there standing like before.
But there's a path only the dead can see.
Oh, those kinds of paths.
Alright. That's what I remember. The fucking painting coming down. I'm free!
So you're leaving, huh?
I guess so.
I'm gonna save Miss Camilla and Miss Lynn.
I have to follow my own mystery first and foremost. That means everything to me.
But you will save them, yes?
If it helps me along the way, then yes.
I don't have any powers of the dead.
I'm not even dead, actually. But I'm gonna find a way to help Miss Camilla, too. We create our own paths, right, Missile?
That's right.
Okay, I'm leaving now. I guess this is our second goodbye.
It is, isn't it?
My name's Sissel. If we ever meet again, that's what you can call me.
Sissel, huh? Got it. You know what, Sissel?
I'm gonna create my own path.
Just like you said.
Oh, Missile. Alright, I got it this time. Okay. Fucking Missile. I love him. Hello, Pajama. Great! I'm fucking playing my favorite game that got an HD version on the Switch. Makes me so happy. Night is the holiest of all nights. My deadline. It's the MILF! It's the MILF! Where's Jake? Where's Jake? All I need is to get some inspiration from the muses. This bottle from the muses is this bottle and some cheese. Here's to the boorish people next door.
Achoo!
Are you alright, my darling angel? Have you taken your medicine like a good girl? Rat! There's a rat on the top left. Well, here I am in yet another strange room. What's with this oddly tense air of this place anyways? Now, where is that little treasure I'm looking for? There it is. Telephone. If I can just borrow it. Rat. Can't reach it. Yes, I can. I lied. What happens if I drop the rat again? What? Oh, this way. Okay. How do I get her attention over here? This thing is too heavy, I can't manipulate it. Maybe that woman built up her destructive power by hefting this puppy. It's more like a weapon than a book. How do I get her attention over here? Oh, Prime Minister, you mustn't. I'm a married woman. And I'm a married man. We cannot resist this any longer. I'm ready to advocate it all for you, even if it means my ultimate ruination? Ruination. Is that even a word? And that advocate just doesn't look right somehow. It's gonna nag me until I'm sure. Get up. Yeah. Rat. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh, I almost missed my opportunity. But it's strange. I left this dictionary on the shelf. This has some little angel were playing naughty tricks on me. Perhaps my darling angel. Mama? No! Oh, I thought I thought that was the little cup in her hand. Ugh, okay. Oh shit, what a cutie. What is it, my darling angel? Ow, my head hurts again, Mama. You poor dear. No wonder with the fever of 102. Here's to a night of fever, hotter than the love of the Prime Minister. It's almost time to go out for my lesson. Can I take a night off? Yes, I suppose that would be best, but wait a minute. I bet you're happy to have an excuse to get out of it, aren't you? Not especially. If I ever don't want to go, I just don't go, and I pretend I did. I go and play with Camila next door or something. Here's to the blunt honesty of my darling angel. Hey, today's Papa's birthday. Oh, is it? Aren't we gonna celebrate together? Let's not talk about your father, dear. Now, Mama has to go back to work. I have a deadline tonight after all. Mama, wait. I just have one thing to say. Don't try and put me in the middle of you two, okay? Whatever could you be talking about? I know what's going on, you know. You write novels and Papa wants you to stop. But it was very selfish of you to take me and leave the house. I want to go home. Now, it's time for good little girls to go to sleep. Especially sick little girls. I hate you, Mama. Alright. These two are quite the pair. The father would have to be a pretty strong man to hold his own against them. It sounds like their family circumstances are pretty complicated. Wonder if I had a family. Okay. Eek! What's going on? Oh, I made a typo. There we go. Oh, shit. Oh. Ha! Ha! Hello. Is that you? How many times are you gonna make me tell you? Tonight is the holiest of all nights, my deadline. Please, I'm begging you, change your mind and come home to me. I think you're the one who needs a change of mind. Please, put yourself in my position. You can write your novel just as well from home. Until you change your mind, your daughter and I won't be coming home. Even if that means forever. Let me talk to Emily, at least. You can't talk to her. She's sick, with a fever right now, and I won't have you giving her nightmares. I want to talk to Papa. Now,
I don't want to hear your voice anymore tonight.
Please, wait a minute.
Don't try to call again. I won't answer.
I refuse to answer. What an ass. I can leave now, right? And just gotta leave that as it is, I guess. Not much time has passed since I was last here. The situation has changed. Looks like they're examining my body. I wonder who they are. And just a dancing desk lamp. And beside them, a certain somebody else wriggles. Wriggles, yes, I had it right the first time. And bounces happily. I wonder who that person really is too. Welcome back. You weren't gone for very long. What's going on here? The police are here to start the criminal investigation. You know, into your murder. My murder case, eh? Where's Lynn? She alright? So you found out her name already, did you? I'm impressed. Excuse me. Lynn. Sounded like she was some sort of immediate danger. Not to mention the fact that Hitman is after her again. Well, you don't have to worry about that kind of thing. She was just taken into custody a few minutes ago. Custody? You mean she was arrested? But why? I don't know. I'm just a desk lamp. I better see what I can find out. Quite the timing, huh? This case. Yeah, one of our own. A murderer. Heads will roll over this. And she's a rookie, too. I heard she was carrying out some sort of crazy investigation. Rookies aren't given crazy assignments like that. Not even rookies like Lynn. Yeah, but I heard she was special. She's got strong ties to the Inspector Cabanella of the Special Investigation Unit. I plan on moving up the ladder of my own merits myself. Well, we detectives shouldn't be standing around gossiping. Never know who might be listening. Like me. Like me. Can't touch that? Can I open this? No. I think we can safely assume the cause of death was the bullet he took to the chest. Bring the stretcher. I'll look into the rest back at the lab. Would you mind waiting here for a bit, Doc? Inspector Cabanella. I have to get that right. I thought, I don't know why my brain thought that this inspector's name was Casablanca. But it's Cabanella. Cabanella. Inspector Cabanella, heading a Special Investigation Unit, is on his way now. Special Investigation Unit? Why would they want a case like this? I don't know, but Cabanella is our top investigator. We don't want to get him all bent out of shape or he'll be hell to pay. I don't see what that has to do with me. Don't really get what Cabanella wants to come here for either. It's probably just a big lark for him, but it makes things tougher on us. Hey, watch what you say behind his back. You never know who might be listening. Like me. Like me. Oh shit! It's him! Holy shit. Yo! Ah, the tension of a crime scene. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. Oh my god. Look at him, he's got the fucking moves! God, I love him. Evening, boys. How's it looking? Inspector Cabanella, thank you for coming. Allow me to report, sir. Fine, fine. You just hold that thought. I'm gonna make a little phone call first. So this is the head of the Special Investigation Unit. Huh. He seems unique. This man's got riz. Let's listen to the song for a little bit. Ah. Hold on. Hell yeah. This game has such good music. Who are you calling, bud? Tell me the deal. How's it going over there, baby? Going? How is it going, you ask? You'd like to know how it's going? I would say it's going well enough. About fair to average, if I had to say. Yes, it's going alright. Not the man I was hoping to talk to there, baby. Do me a favor and put that other nice man on the horn now. Would you? That's a nice fella. If it has anything to do with the park, I'm the one to talk to. I'm the guardian of this park. Yes. God, give me the fucking phone. Ugh, sorry about that, Inspector. I just got here. Well, glad to hear you made it out. That other fellow just about threw me for a loop. Started blathering about being a guardian of the park or some such. Yes, sorry about that. Well, start doing your stalking out thing, baby, and buzz me if anything comes up. Yes, sir. There's some random guy at the park. Now then, sir, if I may make my report, sir. Doc, yoo-hoo! Oh, Doc. Talking to me. I need you to handle this case with your finest care and attention. Would you do that for me, Doc? No need you to tell me how to do my job. Anywho, I'd like to see the suspect now, if I may. Lynn, sir? I asked her to let herself be taken into custody voluntarily, sir. She's being detained in the junkyard. Superiorants? Superintendents! There we go. Office right now. I can read. Super office, eh? Super. Where's that? Just beyond where you parked your bicycle, Inspector. I'll go interview the suspect then. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. Carry on, boys. Good luck, sir. Alright. How do I get up there now? Shit. Whew. And Inspector Cabanella sure has got a strange air about him. You can say that again. And I've never seen anybody use stairs the way he does. I hear he's dancing his way up the stairs of promotion in that same airy way. I hear that Lynn is his personal favorite. What's the deal between those two? Hey, how should I know? Oh. I think we can pretty safely assume this was the murder weapon. Oh no. Pistol. Yep, Same model as the pistols you detectives carry around. You don't think that's Lynn's, do you? This is not good. If it's hers, it's all over. So Lynn's a detective, and their murder weapon might be the pistol. What could this all mean? Gun? Duck, guys. Oh shit. I thought I was gonna shoot the gun. So this is the weapon that took my life. A pistol, eh? My memory seems to be hazy on pistols. But I have seen them before. That's for sure. Let's see. This part right here is... Fool! If you want to fire the thing, aim it in your own direction. I didn't fire it. I'm the victim here. This is the act of somebody who's jealous of my abilities as a detective. What are you glaring at me for? I'm hardly jealous of you. Well, guess that proves it's a real gun. Nope. What was that? Is that what I think it was? It's the sound of a gun. Got a bad feeling about this. Every time that phone rings, it's bad news. It's like that old riddle. Which came first? The ringing of the phone or the crime case? If you say so. Ah, there you are. Do me a favor and have the doc come up to the super's office, would you? He seems pretty busy at the moment, sir. Which one are you? The green one or the blue one? Huh? I'm the green one, sir. Listen, Greenie, get the good doc over here at this instant. Or I'll see to it you never wear a green suit again. Yes, sir. I'll send him right up, sir. Please, doctor, go to the superintendent's office immediately. If I must. Sorry about that. I'm good. After. I didn't hear my door open, and I was like, oh, hello. No knocking. Yet another gunshot rings out in the lonely junkyard on the edge of town. The sound is giving me the feelings of a new death. We'll be waiting on the other side of the line. Apparently, I'm not the only one the Reaper is interested in tonight. But as long as there's anything I can do about it, I don't plan on letting anybody else die. And save! Oh, I can change the background! Did I miss that this whole time? I'm barely now understanding I can change the background. Hold on, I need to look at this. Background. Oh, hell yeah. Sissel? Lynn? Oh, I can change it! That's really cute. I kinda like this one. If I find a better one, then I'll do that. But I like this one. Good, good, good. Look at that. It's so good. 8:23 p.m. Yeah, okay. Changing a person's fate is no easy task, especially when their fate is death. The scene at the other end of the line is pretty much what I expected it to be. Except for one thing. Oh shit. No, Lynn! Hang in there, baby. It looks like some piece of trash shot up from the pile of the garbage outside. Here, let me take a look at her. Maybe there's something I can... Sorry, can't allow that, pension man. Investigate and I'll superintend. And you... I investigate and you superintend. You have your job and I have mine. Let's leave each other... Let's leave each other to his own profession, shall we? Yeah? Here's what I think. How much of a pro can you be if you let her get shot right in front of you? Anyway, have it your way. I'll stay out of your hair. Whee! Doc, what took you so long? Quit dragging your feet. Who are you to shout at me? No, let me take a look at the victim. I haven't even looked yet, but I can already tell you she's dead. The second death of tonight, actually. Her second death of the night, actually. God damn it, Lynn. Oh. Oh, let me maybe get this one. There we go. Hey! Unconscious this time as well, eh? What? Where am I? She's coming soon? What happened to me? Excuse me. Are you ignoring me? Huh? Oh, sorry. Still not used to talking to the dead people, you see. Dead? So I'm dead, huh? Try as I might, I can't seem to remember who I am. She's starting to remind me of me, actually. Who am I? Everybody seems to call you Lynn, if that's any help. Lynn? Huh. It's a pretty cute name. And apparently you're a detective, too. Detective? You mean that super cool kind of cop that solves crimes and upholds justice? That sounds like a pretty subjective description, but yes, I think that's... But yes, that kind of detective. Hey, wait a minute. Are you starting to remember something? There's no time to lose. Oh. Something's really unusual is gonna come down in this tonight. Yeah, I certainly would argue with the really unusual part. That's not your face, you know. Take another look. You're the dead one. Oh right, of course. It'd be pretty heinous if I looked like this, wouldn't it? I don't know if heinous is the right word. There. Now this is more like it. Something really unusual is a show going on in town tonight. Could it have been something to do with my death, I wonder? Tell me, what is going on in this town tonight? Don't ask me. Huh. Can't remember a thing. I think it's probably because I'm dead? Everything's so confusing. Can't you do something? Hey, you're asking the wrong guy. But I've got some things to ask you about. I'm looking for the answers to the questions, who am I and why was I killed? Do you know anything that might help me? Fuck. Can't read. The only thing I know now is that my name is Sizzle. Your name is Sizzle, huh? I think so. It rings some kind of bell anyway. I think I was killed tonight while I was meeting with you. So you must at least know me, I think. I was meeting with you? Yes, in the junkyard outside. Oh, my phone is dying. So early? Yeah, it's coming back to me. I remember now. I knew it. I knew you were the lead I needed. But I'm so sorry. I don't think I can help you. Why not? Because I don't know you. What do you mean? I thought you said you remembered me. No, I said I remembered something. I remembered. I said I remembered something. I remember the fact that I don't know you. No way. So you don't know me, huh? No, I wish I did. So do you suppose we're just two strangers that happened to meet tonight? No way. Don't think it was an accident. How in the world would I be out here in the middle of nowhere for no reason? I was asked to come here tonight. Asked to come? By who? Can't you kind of guess where I'm going with this? You're kidding. You mean... Bingo! By you. I asked you to come here. Why? That's what I was gonna ask you. Why did you ask me to come here tonight? And why in the middle of nowhere? Gotta be kidding me. Goes without saying that I don't remember. Grr, everything's so confusing. Can't you do something? So I died, huh? Yes, apparently. Very sorry. How could this have happened? And after I just passed my test finally this year. My exciting career of catching bad guys was just beginning. Now look at me! Why'd I have to go and die in an old junkyard like this? Poor kid. The shock is setting in. And so I told her everything that happened tonight, about ghost tracks, possessing and manipulating objects, and about going back 4 minutes before a person's death. This actually isn't the first time you died tonight, you know? You were already shot and killed once before tonight. And you saved me? That's right. You don't remember? Nope. Yes, I think I do remember something like that happening. Vaguely. Yes, I did get shot. By a blue man dressed in all black. I guess this means that even if a death is erased, the memory of it still remains. So I died twice tonight already. I wish I knew what to say. Guess I'll just have to wait until she recovers a bit. Hey, I bet that's some kind of record, don't you think? Yeah, you're probably right. Looks like you're pretty much recovered already. Lynn, I'm not saying you owe me anything, but I have a favor to ask. What is it? In the next 4 minutes, you'll probably come back to life. When you do you think you could try to find anything out about me before tomorrow morning? Who I am and why was I killed? I'm really sorry, but I can't make any promises. Why not? I don't remember everything clearly right now, but I think I was investigating a case tonight. A case that is very, very important to me. So even if I come back to life, I don't think I'll have any time to find out anything about you. I know it's a terrible thing to say to someone who saved my life once already, but I'm really, really sorry. I see. That's too bad. But I'm afraid I'm still gonna have to ask you. Ask me what? Ask you to save me. Even though I probably won't be able to help you. I know it's selfish of me. I really apologize. But I can't die. Not yet. Not like this. I'm investigating something important tonight. And I think maybe that might be the reason I was killed. But I still want to solve that case, in spite of it all that. Am I out of line? Didn't I tell you a minute ago you didn't know me? Huh? Well, I'm certainly not gonna let you treat your I'm not gonna treat your life like some kind of bargaining chip. I'll save you. What you do after that is after you. What you do after that is up to you. Thank you. So you ready to go back? Back to 4 minutes before you got shot? don't exactly remember how to do this one. Lynn's second death. I'm heading back in time now to rewrite her fate. Faced with those circumstances, she could have just lied and promised to help me, but she didn't. That's when I knew I could trust her. 8:18. I have a bad feeling about this. Yes, sir. Detective, is everything okay? Oh, I was hungry, so I was trying to get something delivered. What? Don't do that. Oh, I'm sorry. You should leave jobs like this to- You should leave jobs like that to me. Is chicken alright? One chicken dinner. That's okay, I'm not feeling hungry anymore. I would like to go back to the station for a minute though. What? Oh, I'm afraid I can't let you do that. Inspector Cabanella is on his way. He'll be here any minute. Evening, patrolman. Good evening, Inspector Cabanella, sir. Nice work. Now do me a little favor and be a little patroller. Take a little patrol outside, would you? That's a nice fellow. Yes, sir. Yo, how's it going, baby? Inspector Cabanella, what are you doing here? I thought the Special Investigation Unit had an important, top-secret assignment tonight. What does that matter, at a time like this, when my Lynn's in crisis? I appreciate it, sir. Wait a minute. Did you say crisis? Don't tell me I'm being suspected. Suspected of shooting that pointy-haired man in the red suit? I mean, I've never even met the guy before. Never, baby. Oh, well... Before tonight, I mean, he asked me to meet him here. So dramatic. He even said he had important information about the big case I'm working on. He's the one who contacted me. I see. But it's funny, isn't it? Take a look at this list of cases your station is handling right now. And I didn't see you listed as involved in any big cases. You know I don't suspect you, baby. I'm just trying to clear things up. You're not the type to ever shoot anybody. Hey, but who knows better than me? You know, if anything ever happened to you, I'd never be able to look him in the eye again. Inspector Cabanella, I'm gonna ask you a question. Yeah? And what's that? And I want you to answer honestly. Is it tonight? Is that when it's happening? I have no idea what you're talking about, baby. Get down! Too late. Seems to me that baby is indeed under suspicion. But Inspector Cabanella? No, he's not like that. Just for the record, did you shoot me? Me? I'd never do anything like that. Anyway, it looks like the hitman fired from outside. It'd be hard to prevent the bullet from coming in, though. In any case, let's just give it a try. Our 4-minute game. Zoom in. I don't think I need to be going. Will it move me? It will. Interesting, but it won't do something there, so. Okay. Alright. So I come in anytime soon. Anytime now, rather. Yes, sir.
Ba-dum.
Alright. Let me in. This fucking dude. Hello, the chicken kitchen. You want chicken? We got your chicken. One chicken dinner, please. Would you like an order of fried chicken with that? Oh shit. Stay here, I think. The chicken kitchen. I have such a hard time reading that for some reason. I keep wanting to say the kitchen chicken, but that's not right. Alright, swivel.
Blink.
Huh? That's Lynn's notebook. Hey, wait a minute. I thought she was practicing a dance move when I came in. Nope. That was definitely suspicious, no question. I'd better report this. I wonder if I can make a call without her noticing. What's up? I've been watching like you told me to, and I noticed something suspicious. Did? So Inspector Cavanella was right. She was hiding her notebook when I came in. Her notebook, eh? Yes, sir. In a very suspicious manner, and in a very conspicuous place. Anything else? Let me see. It's pink, and it's a notebook. Anything else? Let's see. Come to think of it, she was using the phone when I came in too, referring to her notebook. Okay, someone will be over later. Don't let it on that you notice anything. Hey, look at that! The phone light is glowing red. I bet it would work if we tried it now. But you're right. The detective the detective he's talking to is outside the junkyard. Where that horrible hitman is. Okay, you probably have to go then. So much reading. I'm sorry if I stumble on my words. I don't typically read out loud a lot of things, or talk for very long. Wait, I say this. I don't read talk for very long. I definitely can't talk for a long time, as seen with the ASMR streams. But like reading I guess is difficult, and like talking, saying it out loud, I guess, is kind of difficult. I used to, if I can share a little story, I used to have a lot of trouble reading books. Like if I'm reading a line and like I go down to the next one, I'm like, wait, did I read the top? Am I reading the top one or did I skip a line? What's going on? And I would have to like keep track of what line I was on before and like go down a line every time because I was very distracted on like what line I was on. And this, I want to say this was like in high school still. So I guess still it's kind of an issue. Been waiting for you. Eek! What are you? A desk lamp? That sounds like an old grandpa? Just call me Ray. Grandpa Ray? You just have to get the grandpa part in there somewhere, don't you? We're souls. We can choose any appearance we like. Which means you have no intention of showing us what you really look like, right? Now then, about that gunshot that took your life. I'm alive, I swear. Good. Glad to hear it, Gonzo. I heard it on the way on the upper level. A scant? A scant few minutes from now? What is this scant? The hitman is probably getting a rifle ready now. Alright, I'm going in. I'll get them with the ghost trick thingies. Very sorry, young lady, but you don't have those powers. What? Why not? I'm afraid I don't know the reason. But only a special few have the powers of the dead. What? Are you saying I'm not special? That's not fair. Anyway, we don't have much time. Come on and hop in. Alright. Carry on, boys. We're zooming. Oh, god damn it. He's gonna make it there before me! You just grab onto it now. There we go. A light? Oh, right, okay. Hold on. Oh, shit. Okay, we're good, we're good. You can actually miss that, by the way. You'll have to reset at the time of the fate change. I see my target. Time to get to work. I'll be head of the Hitman division by next month now, for sure. There he is, the horrible Hitman. I think his name was actually Tengo. But that doesn't matter now. We have to stop him from shooting fast. Hiya! There. We put a stop to that shot at least. We did it! So I'm safe now, right? Well, that changed your fate a little bit, but it didn't avert it completely. We're not done yet. The Hitman is a professional, and he really wants to be head of the division, apparently. I doubt blocking a shot from here is really gonna stop him. If you want to rough him up a little bit, I promise I won't put it in my report. I think it's something else before let's think of something else before we get a shot in. Okay. Shit. I have to wiggle again. Fuck. He's gonna be like over here or something. Yeah. He's right there! Look at him! Turn around. If I want that position, I'll have to be careful at even the least bit of light. Division head is my ambition for this year. Next year, my motto will be, if I want to be the director, I have to be careful, even if the least bit of scandal. So it sounds like he won't show up in spots where a light is on. Next year, I'm gonna spread some nasty, scandalous rumors about him. Shit, what do I do? Oh. Okay. He's just gonna go back to that top one, right? Oh, look at that! What if the lights went out? There are 3 lights here all together. Apparently we can't have all 3 of them on at once. I station is crazy cheap when it comes to electricity. So, just another detective could see what he was doing the other day. Sorry, I probably read that wrong. I had to pedal my bike in place to work the headlamp? God. I'm losing it! I'm losing it! A very sad tale indeed. Sounds like they were taking things way too far. Okay. Huh? Nothing happens. That's funny. I thought this lever was for swinging the crane arm around. I'd like to swing that horrible hitman around. This crane. I wonder if there's some other way we can use it. Hey, did you turn that flashing light on? Wasn't me. It went off all by itself. Scared the heck out of me. Just make sure you lay it off. Don't want to waste any electricity. Have things gotten that tight? It's pretty sad. Really putting on the squeeze on us lately about using too much power at the sites. They won't even let us use all of our searchlights at once. Oh boy. We gotta be free to do at least that much, especially on a dark night like tonight. Oh, he's gonna be there and then I squish him. Okay. Don't leave. No! No! You fuck. Come back here. Turn off that light so that he's forced to come in this corner. Keep walking. Is that one on? Oh shit, he's there. Oh shit. Hold on. Go, 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 move! Move! Oh, he moved? Oh god, hold on, I'll turn on this light. Yeah, he's there. Okay. Stop it. Yeah. Okay, good. No! Stop, stop, stop. What do you mean? What do you mean 3? What do you... What do you mean? He's not even there! What? Oh, maybe I took too long? Oh shit, hold on. No, stop, 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 I just got here. Fuck! Damn it. I was so close. Stop, 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 stop. Stop, stop. I made it. I did it. Gamer? I had like, I swear to god, I had like milliseconds there. Did you hear a scream just now? I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Nobody said it was. There. Let's fucking go! Hell yeah. Holy shit. Also, sorry, I had the fucking alerts off. Wait, can I redo it again? Hold on. Oh, it won't let me. It won't let me. Holy shit, that was me! We found a nice dark spot for our gloomy loving hitman. I think your death has been erased. Again. Scammer, I'm sorry! I don't know how to do it again if I wanted to redo it. It's not letting me. Why not, I wonder? Huh? Why don't I have powers like yours? If I could do things like you do, it could really help me pursue my case. Mystery! Hello! Hi, hi! Why only the special few, huh? It's not fair. That's the same thing the little doggy said too. Well, I am jealous of you actually. You are? Why? Because your life can be saved, even if you die again tonight. I can save you, with my ghost tricks. Nobody can save my life though. Oh. These fires of the dead. Why have they chosen me? Will I find the answers to that question tonight? Sizzle. I'm so sorry. Well, you're free to do as you please now. I guess this is goodbye, detective. Will we ever see each other again? If you ever want to see me again, all you have to do is die. Okay, I got it. I was kidding. Well, guess we'd better get back to the present. How have you been? I'm good, thank you. Super excited about tomorrow. Extremely excited. I can't wait. Because tomorrow, the new ASMR ears come in. I get to do that tomorrow, so I'm very excited. Very hype. Still says it's arriving on time. A new 3DO? Yeah. It's gonna be great. I can't wait to use this tech, you know. So, very excited. Lynn has escaped death for a second time, but that doesn't mean she's out of the water yet. I better go see how she's doing. Didn't this crush him? Why is this up still? Very confused. Glad to hear that it was very nice to meet you on an ASMR stream. Hell yeah! Am I done? Open? Okay. Yes. Whee! Oh, okay. There we go. Well, it looks like congratulations are in order. You erased yet another death. But I haven't gotten any further in solving the rest of my own mystery, though. But that woman holds the key. Don't forget that. Lynn, huh? Now that she's alive again, she'll probably still being detained in the super's office. She won't be able to pursue the case without the freedom to move around. I better go back to the super's office and see her. That sounds like a good idea. Super's office. I thought you were playing one of those ghost games where you have to kill people while being a ghost, or the Green Reaper. No, you're in this game. You're like a ghost trying to figure out how you died and saving people who are dying. Try to figure out the reason why you died. I decided to go back to the office where Lynn was detained. With her changed fate, her story was sure to change too. And maybe that would lead us in some new direction. Now that Lynn's alive again, I wonder what she's doing. She said she was investigating an important case tonight. Could that case be connected to me in some way? Could be. Also, I like the whole plot of forming a love interest in the form of a ghost. Quite romantic. Yeah, I would say so. Continue playing. How much? I don't. Okay, I think we're gonna end it here. I think 3 chapters. It was roughly like 3 chapters an hour, roughly. No, actually, I've been live for 2.5, so I think it's like a little bit less than an hour. Time flew, it did. So excited. I think my favorite part of this game is like the middle to the end. That's when it starts to get like, oh, because you learn a lot more about the characters and stuff. What are you gonna do now? Probably maybe game for a little bit and go to bed, maybe? Music. But yeah, this game, this fucking music of this game is so good. Oh, there's 18, like 18 chapters, maybe 17, probably 17. Yeah. Play trial version. Play trial version. Yo, gamer time? Yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna do some gaming. Or I am at least. A little bit. I don't know what though. Can you guys believe when I ate food again today? It was 24 hours since I'd eaten. Previous. I'm still kind of hungry now too. Yesterday I ate at like 4 o'clock and then I didn't eat dinner. I didn't eat breakfast because I was running late to go to work. And then when I finished work, I went to Walmart and I bought stuff and then I cooked at home, and by the time I sat down and was eating, it was already like 5 o'clock. It was pretty late. So it had been a whole 24 hours. Let me do that. Hi! Isn't that crazy? Isn't that wild? Thank you for that, Pats. Thank you. But yeah, tomorrow's stream is gonna be super fun. I can't wait. Can't wait. So super excited to use the 3DO. Coming in tomorrow, don't know when. I will take a picture whenever it arrives. So excited. Yeah. Can't wait. I'll do some testing out. My left ear. I'll do some testing with setting it up and, you know, getting it to work right. And all the like technical stuff about it before I begin streaming and stuff. So just super excited to get down to it, you know? Very excited. Thank you everybody for joining me today with one of my favorite games. We'll be playing this again in 2 weeks, only because we had stuff planned for Monday and for Wednesday, which are my 2 like gaming days that I have. So I'm gonna have to wait until like 2 weeks to play this again. So be excited for that. Which game are you gonna be playing now? I think I'm leaving. I think I'm going. Because it is getting kind of late, and if I continue streaming, I think I'm gonna be tired. Super tired. not have any energy. And so this thank you for watching. Thank you. I know I wasn't super talkative to chat a whole bunch, right? But you know, a lot of reading. And I would get very distracted. So I joined Rando's visiting pretty much. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do this quickly. Oh, okay, the music didn't cut out. Okay. Good. Okay. Trying to see if we have anybody to raid. Thanks for the stream. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you. Okay, unfortunately, I don't have anybody to raid. Unfortunately. But thank you guys. Be hyped for tomorrow. Be as hyped as I am for tomorrow. Oh goodness. Okay, but yeah, I'll tweet it out once I get the mic in, and I'll be like, oh, it's here. I'm gonna be waiting. Okay, I'm gonna put an emote in chat for people who are in PC or like into the chat now. This is gonna be me next to my window like all day. I'm gonna be waiting for the mailman to come over and just be like, give me package, give me the ears. That's what I used to do back whenever during quarantine, because you know everybody was home, so I would spend my time on my bed playing Animal Crossing, as a lot of people were, I believe. And I had my bed set up to where it would be at an angle so I could see the front door of somebody walking by. So I would be on my bed all day in this position of looking at my window towards the front door so I could see if anybody was coming with a package. Like the mailman just coming by. And that's how I would spend some of my days. Yeah, it'd be me tomorrow actually. But thank you everybody! I hope to see you guys tomorrow. And you know, get some whispering in the ears and all that jazz. So yeah, thank you everybody! I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye! Bye! Perhaps ear licking? Ah? Okay, bye guys. Bye! Bye-bye! Good night! Good night! I'll take you guys in. Mwah.